Oh buddy, Andy here again. Yes, it's been quite a long time since I did a vlog, or since I did a proper video anyway. It's getting on for about 3 weeks, which is a long time for me. I did put up a couple of videos about from Beatles Day. But one of the reasons for that is a busy time, and I happened to put up this morning actually on Twitter. I happened to admit, suddenly it sort of dawned on me that I hadn't logged into YouTube for several days, probably maybe even a week. I really don't know how long it is. And someone sort of said the same sort of thing. They sort of came back to me and replied, said, "Yeah, I haven't done the same thing really. It's a case of everyone's putting the links to their new videos on Twitter or on Facebook or etc. So you tend to access them that way." Yes, I think that's what a lot of us do. Um, but I've also got out of the habit of watching videos and obviously certainly making videos. When I went to Beatles Day, although I had a few issues with my camera, I was only going to take a few pieces of video anyway, because before I've been running around and that's sort of, say, fallen out of love of making videos, but my life has taken sort of a slightly different turn, I suppose. This time of year is always a busy time for me because, look, here you go, look, I'll put this up here. Hastings Rock is back at the radio station. I've been involved with anyone who's been here for some time. We're back on the air from Saturday, day after the royal wedding. Very good of them to put a royal wedding in there just before us, just so that everyone can think about it. Oh, tomorrow's Hastings Rock starts. So obviously that's very busy. I deal with the local music and everything, and I've been had a lot of local music this year, more than certainly the last couple of years, with the promise of more, because obviously the broadcast hasn't even started yet, and also some very, very good local music. So I've been trying to sort out the shows, etc. I've had more time in that respect. It's one of those weird things. I've actually got more time because obviously I haven't been working at the moment, so I've had more time to devote to that, but I've had less time to do other things. Maybe it's because you can then immerse yourself in it and get more involved, which I certainly have done in the sort of run up to Hastings Rock. Been out meeting lots of people and have been able to do that and get talking to people. I suppose it's establishing contacts and doing little cross promotional deals and things like that as well. So there's that. I've been doing other things, obviously all the Hastings Rock stuff, but I haven't even been doing blogs or even audio boos or anything like that. It's not that I haven't, the inspiration hasn't really been there. It's just a case of I was thinking, oh, well, I've got something else to do. There's always something else to do as well. Another project, and I might have mentioned it before, I'm not sure, is an internet local radio station which is starting up here. Probably going to launch on the 3rd of June. I'll obviously give more details about that, and I was asked to get involved in that because of my local music connections, etc. But what I've been doing, and look, I've got this is a little digital voice recorder which I bought. It's got a little hat, the windshield for it. But I've been out making a few programs with that. Some doing what I do here on YouTube. One of the great things about it, apart from obviously getting involved with some local music people, possibly in doing interviews, which some of which are in the pipeline. I've actually only done one interview so far, and that was just like an off the cuff because I was meeting the person because of Hastings Rock and thought, oh, I know, well, do you fancy being having a little chat and recording it, etc. But I've also been going out uh, on the sort of walks that I do here, and I've done scenic walk videos, which many of you may have seen in the past. Maybe I'll put a link to the playlist down there if I can. But I've been out and I've been recording little snippets of that as well, with this voice recorder. So it's another aspect. I've done that before. Obviously the scenic walks, I've done it visually. Now I'm doing it audibly as well. And on Friday I went out with a good friend of mine, another DJ from Hastings Rock. Years ago we used to go out and do these walks. How I got the idea really for my own, for a radio show that he used to do, and I was like his sidekick, I suppose. Now it's changed, and it's only the first one recorded with the local radio station in mind. And back to the old days, doing a walk that we did several times out in Winchelsea and Nicholsham, for those who may have seen the videos, and getting back into that type of thing as well. And it's good fun, it's something different, and it's easy, it takes less time to edit and that as well. And it's something that's new, it's something that's different. I think that's one of the things with making videos and doing the walk videos. You tend to start repeating yourself. Now I've got a camera as well. I like to go out there and take photographs. The last time I went out into the woods, I did actually make at least one video, which I don't think I ended up showing in the end because the circumstances around the video changed, without going into too much details. So I never actually posted it, and I wasn't going to say, because as I said, used this to make a little program when I was out there, which ended up about 24 minutes, just talking about the woods and all that sort of stuff. Um, and I'd got my camera out and I thought, oh, I'm not. I took my camera, I thought, well, I'll start taking a few photos. And wasn't particularly inspired. And before I knew it, I'd taken over 100 and the memory card ran out. And I got into that. It's the whole idea is, I think, that you start changing the way that you do things. Other opportunities come along. As I said, the Hastings Rock avenue comes along and you get involved with that. And I said to the guy who invited me along to the Hastings, the local radio thing, I said, no, Hastings Rock is my priority and that will take precedence over, what I do for you, because he's even asked me to get involved with a committee with that as well. I've got a bit more time, etc., to maybe do that, but it depends, doesn't it? So there you go, a bit of an update, I suppose, on what's happening. I just wonder whether this is something that happens to other people. I've been making videos here for getting on for 5 years now. That's a long time. As I said, it's not that I haven't got anything to say or I haven't got the thoughts and opinions that I've always had. They don't ever go away. It's just that other things tend to take your time, and you might think about recording something quickly, but you're too busy doing something else. That can only be a good thing in my mind. And if you stop doing one thing because you're actually involved with something else, and you've got something else to take your mind off it or something to occupy your mind, then that can't be too bad. I don't think. But anyway, I've just suddenly realised I've got this T-shirt on. This Hate Ashbury T-shirt, and it was actually reminded me. I was reminded the other day, and because I was been so busy doing other things, it sort of slipped my mind for some strange reason that a year ago, at the moment, I was actually over there in California doing the sort of vloggers road trip. And maybe I'll put a link to the videos down there. Maybe I should revisit them if I get the chance to watch them. As I said, just don't watch any at all. The only ones I have been watching is Steve, 21st Century Cat, who was one of my colleagues over there on the road trip, who's out in Asia at the moment doing his little mini world tour, I suppose. But short videos, just something sort of dipping in and out, and I haven't even watched all of those. They are mainly, if I have, it's through Facebook or something. So times change, things happen. Yes, I still intend to make videos here because I still enjoy making them. But other priorities come along. I can see myself using this a bit more, and I've thought about even having avenues to put those up online for people to listen to if they want to. Well, as I said, when it comes close to the launch date of the radio station itself, it's going to be an online on-demand station. It's not going to be a regular station, if you want to call it that, with a schedule and everything. So anybody across the world will be able to go and listen to stuff. I'll talk about that more at length a bit closer to the time. But there you go, that's what's happening now. Also, the sun's out. The weather here has been absolutely beautiful, so I've been trying to get out and about with the camera, with the voice recorder, or just going out for a walk and enjoying myself, and soaking up a few rays, as we say. But the next month, obviously, we'll be very busy with Hastings Rock, tied up with that. As I said, that's a priority, it's a love of mine, so that's something that will take precedence over just about anything else. So if I'm here, I am. If I'm not, you know where I am, and we'll be tweeting about that when I'm on air and about the station generally, I'm sure. Anyway, I'll leave it there and maybe go and have a walk in the sunshine. I'll speak to you again soon, hopefully. Goodbye.